Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Now, as you know, Star Wars A New Hope was the first entry into the Star Wars universe. Directed by George Lucas, produced by Gary Kurtz. George Lucas was able to bring something in that no one done before. I know people have done Star Trek. I know people have done the Twilight Zone, but I think Star Wars was a great mark that left a big impact. Now, keep in mind that George Lucas may originally started writing the script in 1974 and was originally going to be released in 1976 until being moved next year. Now, the premise of the film is about Luke Skywalker, played by Mark Hamill, who find these two droids who, one of them, R2-D2, is after Ben Kenobi. And this leads Luke Skywalker on this adventure where he's met by this old man, Obi-Wan Kenobi, who basically is meant to help him find his place as well as his destiny. And I think this works well because Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of takes on a grandfather-like role with Luke, and I kind of feel there was more with Obi-Wan that they do well with. So at the same time, this brings the two along with Han Solo on a mission to rescue Princess Leia, also meeting and also finding this powerful weapon known as the Death Star, which is like a giant planet-like weapon that can destroy a planet in a matter of seconds. So I do admit the film is actually pretty good. I think what makes it well is that what makes Luke work as a character is that Luke basically wants to leave Tatooine and gets his wish, and basically we see him basically experiencing his destiny. And I feel what makes Han Solo's character work is that he's a guy with his own problems and has to pay back Jabba the Hutt. And over time, he does kind of see Luke, Leia, and that as his friends, and does help them out near the end. And I feel with Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia is that she's not a bad character. I think she's sassy, bold, and it kind of gives you that hint that Han Solo is slowly having feelings for Princess Leia that I think works well. So at the same time, I think what makes the film work is that it has been joked around, parodied, and even tributed by many things, such as Codenamed Kids Next Door, Simpsons, Family Guy, also Futurama, and so on. And at the same time, there have been mockbusters or people trying to do their own versions, even creating poor attempts to. Now, I feel like with the villains is that Darth Vader is definitely a believable threat, and it kind of gives you this feeling that he was once a good person, but became evil. And I feel like what makes Grand Moff Tarkin work as a villain is that he's a guy who follows his own intents, and basically I kind of wish they could have kept him around a bit longer with the other two Star Wars films. What's actually interesting as well, Jabba the Hutt was originally going to be in episode 4, but was replaced with a small CGI model. And what's also interesting as well is also that some props in that from episode 4 were still around, like the skeleton of a giant dragon-like creature that C-3PO walked by. And what's interesting as well is that when George Lucas did the special edition for the 1997 VHS tapes, he basically wanted to alter, change, and basically make a different version. And I think I can understand that, because sometimes with writing or reviews, you want to fix them up and do them again. So in a way, I think Star Wars left a cultural impact. There is Star Wars fans still out there, and I think it's something Disney needs to learn from and try and fix what they think had broken. And they did a poor attempt with episode 7. So I think this film deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So Comic Reviewer here. May the Force be with you.